Hello ladies and gents, I'm Ethox, and today I'll be talking about the Keychron M4, a fingertip grip mouse that comes in at around 35 grams. I'm not going to go over every little detail of the mouse, as most gaming mice at this point have good enough internals to be used competitively as long as the company is somewhat reputable. Coming from the Xiaopin Z1 Pro, the Keychron is a significantly smaller mouse, and was weird at first. Using the pictures being shown currently, you can see that the Keychron is made for toddlers in comparison to the Superlight on the left and the Xiaopin on the right. But despite the size, I've enjoyed using it a lot more during games. I do have somewhat smaller hands compared to most, so that definitely influences my opinion, but despite that, I found that tracking is a lot easier on the smaller fingertip style mouse than the previous mice I've used, and flicking is a tiny bit harder, but easily manageable. As you can see throughout the gameplay, flicking does not seem to be big of an issue, but tracking is pretty good, other than my screw-ups, which is pretty common. But target switching, like little micro flicks to other targets, is very good on this mouse. Have no complaints. With this mouse, you have a lot more range of motion to work with thanks to its small size, which makes chaotic games such as Black Ops 6 a lot easier to play. I use Black Ops 6 as the background gameplay because of the amount of target switching, flicking, and minor tracking it requires, in case you guys were curious. Now, I personally don't use the Keychron in 4K pulling rate. I feel like that's kind of a waste for my use case. 4K pulling rate's only really noticeable after the 240 FPS mark, according to Google searches and Reddit, and most people are more educated on that than me, so I'm mainly going to focus on the 1K mode. If you are choosing between the 4K and 1K versions, I'd just suggest getting the 1K version and saving yourself $10 to $20. The 4K might have a longer battery life, but realistically the 1K is all you need. It's the same mouse overall. Overall, the mouse is really good so far. The only big complaint I have is the mouse wheel. It is really small, and it is hard to use for switching weapons, swapping things. So, if you're going to use your mouse wheel a lot to do that kind of thing, I would be careful with this mouse. Everything else is great. I'm not a big side button user, so I don't have an opinion on that. They're probably perfectly fine. But the mouse wheel is a bit small. But as for that, I would still take it over my full-size gaming mice after 2 days. I've only used it for 2 days, and my opinion has been swayed that significantly. So, take that into account. But that's it for opinions. I'll leave the remainder of the gameplay up in case you guys are wondering what the gameplay's looking like with the mouse. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Enemy off the board. Got him. Hostile.
Guess who's back, asshole? Incoming stun.
Hostile stun. Okay, practice is... I got you. See ya. Incoming stun. Hostile concussion spotted. Tally. Hey, don't frag me.
Feel that? They're about to break. Give them a nudge.
Last trap identified. 5 kills.
Archangel ready
Enemy
for use.
KIA.
All threats neutralized. Scour the area. Find whatever they're
The
hiding.
day is ours. The traitors are done. Bye-bye. Out your gun.